day, Dawns ARKS! Welcome everyone to your weekly Phantasy Star Online 2 podcast, recorded live on December 5th, 2020. I'm one of your hosts, PrinceBrightstar, and with me is Xance. Go ahead and say hello.
Hello everyone, how's it going?
So, we got somewhat of a shorter show here today, but still some interesting stuff to talk about here, particularly on the global side, where we're about to hit episode 6 next week.
Yep, official, it is announced.
Yep.
There was a trailer, which is just the episode 6 intro.
Yep.
That was released by the global team.
Yep. Unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to have my trailer out in time for release. Work kind of screwed me over the past few weeks in terms of being able to get anything done. So I'm kind of stuck, kind of trying to rush one through together, which I might still be able to get something out, but I'm definitely going to be cutting the two-class explanation portion of the video. So,
all right. Which, speaking of, the two classes coming out are Phantom and Étoile.
Indeed, and that is really interesting that they're bringing Étoile out at the start of this year, given we didn't get Étoile on the Japanese side until halfway through episode 6. So, what can I say? I'm excited to get it early.
Oh yeah, same. I know you are, specifically because you do Hunter Étoile.
Yep. Yeah, it's basically, it makes it so that the only things that's going to bring you down is essentially either being one-shot or you run out of mates. Because the combination of damage balancer and automate just makes it so that you're essentially unkillable otherwise.
Yeah, you're pretty much a god.
Yep. I guess to a degree, you could also do the same thing with Gunner Étoile at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Since they have their deadline automate.
Yeah, that actually would work pretty well because you take the glass cannonness of Gunner and actually make it unkillable because of that wall. That'd be interesting. Yep.
Plus, with Étoile's other ability related to doing just attacks, you get 50% crit off of that.
No, but I do know that whenever I go back to playing Bouncer, I know I'm going to have to go Bouncer Phantom. The bonus you get for Dex, because when it comes to Phantom, Dex Mag is the one that you want to go with, because that boosts all of your stats.
Yep.
So you got both of them that increase your stats based off of the Dex of your Mag, so that just further boosts you, and then you also get the technique increase, which greatly helps jet boots.
Yep, so it's basically plus 400 at that point.
Yep. To be fair, I much prefer playing Soaring Blades over jet boots with Bouncer, but that's primarily because I get more damage out of the Soaring Blades.
Still, it's a really nice boost regardless.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, something to get me off of just casually playing hero all the time. That would be nice.
But yeah, with episode 6, we're going to be going through also the basically what we're expecting the release calendar for the episode 6 calendar. So it's
actually, why don't we talk about that now since we're already on that subject?
I guess we can skip around to that here. Based on what we were looking at here, or at least originally I was saying that we were gonna still have some stuff every week. I've now changed those predictions to now say that we're gonna be seeing stuff every other week now, except for 1 week in late December. But yeah, with episode 6 launch, we're going to see on December 9th, episode 6 begins. We're going to get the Christmas lobby. We're going to get the ultra hard areas released. We're going to get story chapter 1 released. We're getting the level 95 cap. We're getting Phantom and Étoile. And we're getting Christmas on Ice, which is going to be the first urgent quest of episode 6.
And we'll see if it's the latest version as well. It would be nice if it was.
Yeah, that's going to be the big question right now. Has Shiva's Lumen Mechs already made it into out to the rest of the universe, I guess, or are we still stuck in the 2018 version?
That
But
actually is an interesting question. I think it might still be the 2018 version, since story-wise it wouldn't make sense to do the latest one.
Not the latest one, but maybe the 2019 version would work, though.
I guess.
Especially if ultra-hard areas are being released right at the start, then it would kind of make sense for ultra-hard bosses to start appearing.
Yeah, true.
But following December 9th, the week after, there's not going to be anything new. And what's driving a lot of these weeks not having anything new is the fact that, in terms of the story, there were only 3 urgent quests released throughout the entirety of Episode 6 that were not seasonal events. So, you had what was called the Fleet of Demise urgent quest, and then you had the Final Boss urgent quest, and then, most recently, there was an updated version of the Fleet of Demise. Everything else that was an urgent quest for Episode 6 was a seasonal event. So, basically what happened with Episode 6 is Sega started to move away a little bit from urgent quests and just started making quests limited quests instead.
Which, honestly, I much prefer.
Agreed. Yeah.
And it's a lot of people prefer that because they much enjoyed having quests just whenever they could do that. Limited time that people have, especially in Japan.
Yep. So with that, after 12/16, we move on to 12/23, the day before Christmas Eve. With that, we're going to see Story Chapter 2 release. We're going to start to see those 13-star units. And we're going to see the first of those limited quests, which is going to be Corruption Course Excluder, which is an area in the, a limited quest in the Ultimate Amaduskia area. And then
now,
following...
I actually haven't played much of Episode 6, so a lot of this stuff is kind of new to me.
Gotcha.
I believe I've mentioned this to you before, but whenever, I did take a long break from PSO2 after, near the beginning of Episode 6. It was especially after the announcement of the North American launch.
Gotcha.
You've still been playing on JP, right?
To a degree. Not as much as I used to since Global happened, but I have still been playing some of JP.
Okay. So you probably know more about all the new stuff that's going to be coming out then.
Yep. And technically, this one could be flipped around with the next one here, except the way that the updates work is you have major updates and then you have minor updates, which don't change the files, and so certain quests would or would not be updated only during those major updates. But urgent quests are something that can pop up as new during a minor update, and so that's where that's why I put the first of those urgent quests, the Armada of Demise, for December 30th. And that is going to be a series of quests done in 3 stages. Stage 1 lasts 10 minutes, Stage 2 lasts 10 minutes, and then the final stage lasts, if they keep everything as it should be, 20 minutes long. And
the Armada of Demise. That's the unique one where it's the same urgent quest, but just you have multiple stages as you finish it.
Yep,
within those 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's like you've got 2 different teams of ARKs who are either one team is trying to rescue the other, and then you make a push towards the capital battleship, whereby you need to either take out some cannons, or you're taking out some of the members of the Armada fleet, and then in the final stage, either you have to take out some other ships, and then in the second team, you're actually essentially ramming your ship into the capital fleet ship to take out the main boss inside of there. So it's like there's 2 different stories being told through these, but because of how urgent quests work, you you can't actually pick which path you're taking. The game is going to randomly choose that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a pretty fun event, and this is where you're going to start to see those 15-star weapon drops as well, more frequently.
Yeah, 15 stars drop pretty frequently. More so 14 stars from what I've noticed with what little I've played of episode 6.
Yeah, 14 stars, we're going to also start seeing the Dim series with these drops as well. So those are going to be kind of they're going to be sort of your trash drops. Which is weird to say 14 stars are trash, but that's basically what it becomes at that point.
Like, if I remember correctly from watching one of the people playing on JP currently, GM Custom, that's it. If I remember from watching GM Custom, whenever he does the Divide quest, the only 14-star weapons he keeps are ones with many augments on it.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same story for me. At this point, I'm like, only if it's good augments, I'll keep a 7 slot, and then I keep all 8 slots right now.
Yeah.
Even here on Global.
Because 8 slots will sell regardless.
Yep. That is the truth. Alright, so after the 30th, then the next major update, and I actually need to correct this here a little bit here. Next major update is going to be the 7th of January. That's when we're going to get Story Chapter 3, as well as new Ultimate Quest, Ultimate Ship Infiltration. And so that is going to be one where you basically go inside of a capital ship, and you basically wreck the whole thing apart. There's going to be a new boss inside there called the Veiled Fortress.
And if I remember correctly, healing is reduced in there.
I don't remember that being a thing, but it is one where you are able to solo it. Mm-hmm. You're given 15 lives, as it were, even if you're going in there solo. And what you want to do with this is you want to get in there with a party, get the S rank on that. That's going to give you 1 noble unit. And then if you can clear the whole thing, and you get out of there, even if you use all 15 of those lives, as long as you get out of there with an S rank solo, you're going to get another unit. That's a noble unit. So
yeah, those are your beginning 13-star units.
Exactly. And those can be updated into Rivulates as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming in terms of that. Let's see. After that, then we've got nothing new the week after, but then for the week of January 20th, that's when things have kind of gone to hell with Harukotan, essentially, since there's going to be something that's basically going to bring Magatsu back, and we're going to have Space Magatsu.
The best Kyugatsu. And yes, he's still Kyugatsu.
Yeah.
You get so many XQs from him.
That is the truth. Now, the question is going to be, is it going to be a web-linked event or not?
Yeah, because if I remember, it was on JP.
Exactly. But we haven't seen any of those here on the on the global version, so it's going to be a question of if that's even going to be a thing or not with this
I would like it to be a thing.
Same here. Especially because you got a bunch of rewards just by going up the different tiers in that.
Mm-hmm. And everyone got those rewards.
Pretty much, yeah. Although those that were ranked the highest also got some really nice stuff out of it, including like the grand augments as well. Following that, January 27th, nothing new once again. February 3rd, that's when we're likely going to get Story Chapter 4. And with that, we're also going to get the Valentine's Day urgent quest. So, that one, we haven't had that on Global yet. That is usually called Where's the Chocolate for the name of the quest.
Mm-hmm. And it's just a big boss rush thing, just like the Halloween one.
Yep.
Or not the Halloween one, more so like, which one would be a good example of it?
Actually, if anything, the Thanksgiving one that we got right now is kind of similar to it.
I wouldn't say that because it's much more linear and just involves you getting to the end of a thing.
I must be thinking of an older version of it then, because I remember it being you loop around an area several times until you get all the points.
Okay.
But typically that takes place in the volcanic caverns on Amduskia, and that is probably where we're going to also see the first version of Dios Griffin.
Yeah, the big fluffy thing, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's so Gal Griffin is getting an update to ultralize it. So yeah, that's gonna be a thing.
Also, there's oh no, I was thinking of something else. Because I know there's like this one other creature that shows up. It's a big giant pink fluffy thing. I forget the name of it.
Pink fluffy thing. I'm trying to remember what you're talking about now.
I think it was during a Valentine's Day thing. I don't know. I may be wrong.
Nothing's hitting my head right now. You might be right. I just can't remember. But oh, the Maxwell guy. Yeah, that could be it. The big thing that the Phantom.
I believe so.
Yeah, that could be it. But let's see here. After that, then nothing new for...
Laplace. That's it. Laplace.
Laplace, okay.
That one was in my mind.
Gotcha. So for February 17th, then we're gonna get Story Chapter 5, as well as Divide quests.
That's the one I'm most excited for.
Yep.
I still remember a while ago, you and I decided to do a co-stream on the Japanese server, and we did the Divide quest.
Yep, I still need to get that up on YouTube. I mean, it's on there, but I just need to release it at this point.
Okay. But yeah, that was, like, a lot of fun.
Yep. And I also figured out why we're struggling that time. Apparently there were ads that were popping up in some of those areas, and we actually need to take those ads down to improve our strength.
Oh. Huh.
So yeah, it's a lot easier. Things got a lot easier once I figured that out. Alright, and then once we hit February 24th, nothing new. And then the week after that, that's going to be the big one. So for March 3rd, that is when I am pegging Story Chapter 6 and the final boss urgent quest.
When do you think the level 100 cap increase will happen?
For that, I am pegging at March 17th. So 2 weeks after that.
So when the Luster class comes out.
Yep. So March 17th then is going to be Luster, level 100, and the second version of the Demise urgent quest. And then in the weeks following that, we would probably then get the space-time rift for Global at that point.
And that should get us almost in parity with JP.
Pretty much at that point, yeah. And then it's just going to be a question of, okay, when does New Genesis start?
Yep.
And we're going to hopefully find out some information about that coming up in about 2 weeks from now. A few hours less
exactly
than 2 weeks.
It'll be a special thing we'll do. It's very early in the morning, too.
Yeah, it's
So
like
that's
6 a.m. on Saturday.
6:30. 6:30 a.m.
But yeah, it's
I'll make sure to be up so that we can do our live reaction and discussion about it then.
yeah. I may see if I can prepare everything else for Dawns ARKS then as well. Just it would probably make sense for us to just do everything as a single package that day.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's what we're looking at. We're gonna be at the end of episode 6 by the middle of March, basically, as of right now. Now it's possible Sega could make this faster or slower. We really don't know yet. That's just what I'm guessing things are gonna be in terms of the release dates for all this.
Yeah, currently this is all speculation. It's more so based off of how we've seen how all the other content's been coming out.
Yep.
So we'll see. I do wonder if they're going to be doing the New Year's lobby the same on global as it is on JP.
You mean for Christmas or?
No, for New Year's.
Oh, that's right, with the whole shrine setup and where you pull the bell and then you clap 2 times.
Yeah, the whole praying at a shrine thing for New Year's is only a thing in Japan.
Yeah, that's a good point. They may or may not bring it over. I guess we'll have to see.
Mm-hmm.
Same with if we're going to get the White Day event in global. That's the other thing I didn't put into here, but might still happen.
That's true.
And for anybody that's listening for the first time and doesn't know what we're talking about, White Day is a Japanese holiday. Basically, in Japan, they split Valentine's into 2 holidays, one for females giving gifts to males, and the other giving gifts from males to females, or to females, rather.
Valentine's Day is the females to the males, and White Day is the males to the females.
Yep.
It was like the giving. I believe it's, if I did my research correctly, it started like with giving white chocolate.
I think so.
So, hold on, let me look this up a bit more. It's on March 14th in Japan.
Yeah, and that's a good point there, Max. And given that we did get White Day stuff, even for PSO, I think as well, the original PSO. So, I guess we'll have to see if they do bring it over.
So in Japan, on Valentine's Day, celebrated by women and girls presenting chocolate gifts to either men and boys as an expression of love, courtesy, or social obligation. And on White Day, it's the opposite. The men give back to the girls.
Yep. It is a cultural thing over there.
Yep. So we might get the White Day stuff as well. I don't know, but we'll see.
But that's how you get the difference also of the love versus the lovey rappies as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, with that, why don't we go ahead and jump into the updates that we've gotten for this week here, starting with the Tales collaboration pack.
Yeah, so they're ending the other collaboration packs that are ending all the other costume packs that are currently going on. That's been going on since, I believe, the open beta.
Some of them, I think. The Sonic Collaboration Edition at the very least.
Yeah. The Rogol Fashion Pack second, so they're probably going to be doing a third one then, probably. And also the animation collab packs.
Yep.
And yeah, with just 4 more days to go until episode 6. I'm excited.
Yep.
So yeah, the Sonic Collaboration Pack, I believe that was $60, right? Can you scroll back up to that?
I think so. That sounded right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that gave you the premium set, it gave you the gold ticket, gave you the 5 character storage expansions, the EXP boosters, the grinders, the 12 AC scratch tickets. Yeah, it gave you a bunch.
Yep. I have a fun story with that. So I actually did get that back when the open beta started, and those character storage expansion consumables. I never used them until just this week.
What is wrong with you?
I
How
didn't
did you
realize.
forget
Oh
those?
yeah, I was actually running out of storage constantly all the time because I hoard a lot of weapons and items, which I really need to clean out my storage. But I just randomly saw, oh, I have these character storage expansions. Why did I never use these?
Yeah, so I guess as a piece of advice here, check your inventories. If you got the pack and you never expanded your character storage, you might have done the same thing Zance did here.
Yeah, because that's 250 item slots. That's pretty important.
Yep.
But yeah, the Sonic pack is still really good, but the Tails one is also good. It's cheaper too. I believe it said $40. So
35 actually.
35. Okay. But yeah, something else I've noticed: none of them have the AC scratch tickets because they are going to be getting rid of those as like a consumable item.
Exactly. You're only going to be able to do those directly now with the update. Or not with the update. I think it's like a week and a half after that actually goes into effect.
I think.
But yeah, we got
because the Genesis doesn't use it.
Exactly. But we've got the Tails suit. We've got Tails hair. We've got also a Sonic and Tails 2. Which, if we come down here, one of those appears to be basically if you took a hit.
I love it.
You get the Tails wrench and the Sonic ring, which we can see here.
The weapon camo for Wired Lance for the ring, it's a Wired Lance, Knuckles, Talus, and Jet Boots. So you just Jet Boots. So you just have rings that you provide on. Okay.
I guess.
And then for the Tails wrench, looks like it's sword, partisan, twin daggers, double saber, katana, soaring blades, rod, wand, and harmonizer. So none
I wonder
of
how that's going to work as twin daggers.
Oh, you have two wrenches.
That could work, yeah. And then you're going to get a Tails mask. And then everything else below here is what really gives you the value of this thing here. So you're going to get 5 Ragdoll memories. You're going to get 5 Skill Tree Edition passes. You're going to get a 30-day premium set. You get a gold mission pass. You get a Salon free pass. 30 augment transfer passes. 15 EXP earned plus 150%. 10 Triboost 125%. And 100 Lambda grinders.
So the last 3 really are not that important, but the main things are the premium set, the skill tree expansion pass. That's pretty big to have in just this kind of thing, and also the augment transfer passes. Yeah,
those augment transfer passes are going to go a long way towards.
30.
30 of them. It's going to go a long way. Towards helping you get stuff moved from, say, what you had for augments for Episode 5 into your Episode 6 units once those 13 stars come out. Now, granted, the same rules are going to...
When it comes to normally getting those augment transfer passes, currently I believe the only way is through the Class X Cube exchange shop. Oh wait, no, it's the limited one, yeah. So it's just the limited Class X Cube exchange shop, and you are limited to 10 a month.
Yep, per class, and there are sets of classes that you can do it for.
So there's Hunter, Ranger, Force, Fighter, Gunner, Techer, Braver, Bouncer, Summoner, and Hero.
And Hero's going to be joined by Phantom and Atoll very soon.
Oh yeah, we're going to be getting Rainbow Keys as well.
Yep. Rainbow Keys do also give you transfer passes as well for augments. As well as a ton of experience. What can I say there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was watching a video of somebody that was trying to level from 95 to 100, and one of those Rainbow Keys got them up to, I want to say, level 97 or 98.
Jeez! Jesus.
Yeah.
So just 2 rainbow keys, boom, from 95 to 100, 2 rainbow keys, boom.
Yep, and the what they had on wasn't that crazy for boosters. I think it was like they had like a 150 experience and a 125 tri boost.
Wow. That is insane.
But yeah, so this pack is definitely worth the cost, especially with those transfer passes in there for augments. With that said, let's take a quick look at something that kind of caught us between shows here. There was an AC shop sale that happened earlier this week. And thankfully, they finally got rid of those scape dolls from these sets here.
Good. They just made the packs really worthless to get.
Yep, exactly. And with the new Tails pack, I mean, you really don't need this adventure support set, to be honest.
No.
Unless you just don't have any of the Tokyo bonus key golds here, but at the same time, that's not really worth the cost.
But the beginner support set was definitely worth it. Getting an inventory expansion slot or pass and a mag ticket.
Yep, that gets you up to 60 slots if you're at the default 50.
Mm-hmm. And another mag, which
yep,
I have 3 of them, I think, on me right now. Yeah, I got 3.
Nice.
One that's pure melee, one that's pure dex, and one that's pure range. Tenkeys is Tenkeys. Yes, that is true.
Yep. Yep, definitely. Earlier this week, we also had a PSO2 day for December. So if you were online for that day, and it's really technically like a day and a half that they do this for. Mm-hmm. So it's you would have gotten 2 22 Star Gem tickets, Tokyo bonus key gold, and 2 Magatsu bonus key silvers. And then during the day, you also had active boosts, 100% fun, experience earned plus 100%, login stamp plus 1 bonus, rare item drop rate plus 100%, and gathering fever occurrence rate plus 100%. Quick point of order here regarding episode 6 dropping. We're not going to have another PSO2 day for a couple of weeks.
We're still going to have this 22nd.
True, but
yeah, we won't have PSO2 day near when the new Zion classes are out. Yeah,
exactly. So leveling those first couple of weeks, it's going to be a decision that players are going to have to make if they want to actually push through and use all their bonus keys, or if they want to hold off until the 22nd.
But we will have that EXP recommended quest.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
And the 22nd is for premium users only. If you don't have premium, then you gotta wait until January 2nd.
Yeah.
Alright, so this week we also did get a new Star Gem scratch here. Which we were expecting that to come out eventually here, so let's take a look at what we got here. We got the Harriet Divineware first here.
Yeah. These are the Astral Guardians.
Yep.
Set. It's mostly stuff from episode 5.
Indeed. And you got the Elmira attire.
And it looks like this SG scratch is available until May 26th.
That makes sense.
Yep. And the first SG scratch, Fallen Heroes, will be gone on the 13th of January, so you haven't gotten the stuff that you want from there. Don't have much more time left.
Right. The Magna Regia set seems like a pretty good cast set.
Oh, yeah, it does.
And then you got the X-Murray as well here. And then we're getting into the weapon camos for Wolf and Altosa, I believe, eventually here as well. Here's the Laconium Sword. And Harriet's Sword. And Harriet the Celestial. Which is Lisa's camo.
Beautiful weapon camo.
Yep. Yep, there's Altelsa's weapon camo, the Femme Fatale, the Monarch Slayer. And then we got a couple of Stratos poses here as well. As well as for the Star Laconium Sword. And if you want to get your Claire's Clays, the first poses on, you can do that as well, along with Harriet. I can see that chain one being used.
God damn.
Yeah. So.
I know for Alice.
Yep. It's yeah, that one's probably gonna show up in the lobby every now and then.
Yeah, I've seen it in the lobby.
But yeah, you've also got some other of the Dark Falls' Omega attire showing up, like Elder here, as well as Gemini. And here's the Apprentice one.
Yeah, they're basically the same as the regular ones, just slightly different.
Yeah, a little bit of color variation.
Colors. Yeah.
And then we got some base wear.
But yeah, something I've been forgetting in terms of SG is doing the battle arena. Honestly, the battle arena is one of the best places to get a bunch of SG. Because at the end of every month, depending on what your rank is, you will be rewarded SG.
Yep. But there are other sources like getting them from titles as well, which can be pretty lucrative.
But you also have the weekly thing from Battle Arena, which allows you to get 100 SG every week.
True. Here's the Magna Regia set again. It's a really good cast set, that's for certain. And Casino and Buster, yeah.
Yeah, Casino and Buster Quest badges as well.
Got the Fleur and Florent hair styles. Ruin Paint, which I guess is these long gloves here. And then you got some exam devices. And there's the Clarissa ID card.
Yes. Perfect. That seems so minor, but still, it's perfect.
Yep. And let's see, if you want to get a broken mask on your face, I guess.
Well, it's a half
Homer's
mask thing. Like, I have a accessory that's like a half mask. It looks cool.
And then you also got some generic flight units as well. Those go well on a cast.
Oh yeah, material storage is the one where you spend most of your SG, but don't do the 300 a month. That's actually a waste. The 720 for 3 months is much better.
Agreed.
Or it's 780, it's one of those.
I think it's 720. And then, once again, you got some weapon camos here. Also got some furnishings, the Harriet panel and the Alice panel. Music discs are going to give you Battle with the Fellworm, the Episode 5 main menu theme, the Episode 5 narration theme, The Tables Have Turned, and Battle with Supernaturals.
Oh, it is 120, yeah. So yeah, the 120 one for 90-day storage is far better.
720? Let's see. And then you got your typical consumables of different attacks and things like that. Attack succession enhancement will help you to move different attack things over, but typically those are the easier ones to move over with if you've got a 30 or a 40% booster going.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as we saw before, we have a bunch of emotes as well.
Most of them are just poses.
Yep. And if you happen to get to 40 draws on the Star Gem Scratch, then you're going to get yourself the Astral Guardian ticket.
Which means you pretty much get the item that you want.
Pretty much, yeah. Although if you're going for the for one of the cast sets, then you're probably going to need multiple of those tickets.
Yeah. Another thing I will shout out about the ARKS Hour thing that the PSO2 team's been doing. Have you watched some of them?
I have.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, they're going to be doing another one on December 8th. So in 3 days at the time of this recording.
Yep. So apparently they've got another guest on. Haven't heard of them before, to be honest. But they'll probably be going through some of the early episode 6 stuff I would expect in that one.
Okay. So basically the stuff that we're speculating about.
Yeah. Yeah, if anything, I would have to guess maybe they're going to go into like an ultra hard area or something like that.
Maybe.
Speaking of which, ultra hard, enjoy the new music that comes with that.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be good.
Yep. Alright, let's move on now to the new Mission Pass. We got Season 11 coming up here. And so
it's very
with that...
festive.
Yep, indeed. So this is where you're going to be able to pick up your Key Rivalate. Which, okay, it looks like they changed that. It used to say Liberate.
Okay,
and now they've changed it to Rivalate, so... Okay, I guess that's what they're going with.
Well, yeah, because it was called Rivalate in JP. So yeah, just to stick to calling it Rivalate.
Yep. Okay, so normal tier rewards, you're gonna get the Liberation Camo, and a Christmas present furnishing, and 409 Look That Way.
Over there! And, oh, we got a Meow Mask in the Gold Tier Rewards. Ooh. That fits well with the current emote that's in the current Mission Pass, which the female one is pretty much Meow flailing his arms.
Yep. You've also got the Wasp set for female casts. Kind of an interesting hat that they put on them there.
Yeah. It reminds me of something. I can't put my head on it right now. And we got Santa! Yay!
Yep, so you got your Santa suit with this here. And then you've got the Sheriff set for the male cast.
Oh boy, that just fits perfect for playing as a gunner.
Yep. Yep, so it's even got kind of like the top hat look there.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess, Space
Gunners.
Cowboy robots.
And you got a Matoy head mount. Oh, that's adorable.
Yep. And a Luther head mount, which I think we've already had. I do think there are some repeats in this.
Mm-hmm. A few.
I think the Solaris is another one.
Mm-hmm. Same with the pirate stuff.
Yep. Yeah, I've already got the Drake cast set, so I'll probably be going for just the mission badges on that one.
Which there's really not anything to use the mission badges on.
Not right now, anyway, but eventually we'll get like those Mana Reverie and Ether Factor augments in the shop eventually, I'm hoping.
Yeah, that would be nice. Because that's so weird that because of how well the mission pass system did in NA, they decided to implement in JP.
Yep.
But they get a different shop for the mission badges.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be an update soon enough here. And then there's also one more set of casts here. You've got the Furion head, along with the rest of the Furion set. But the thing is, I'm still wondering when they're going to bring out the Brightstar set.
Because it just fits perfectly for you.
Say again, sorry?
It fits your PrinceBrightstar, so obviously you need the Brightstar set.
Exactly! I'm waiting on that. When's it coming out? I know it's supposed to come out sometime in episode 6.
Yeah. When's the Xant's outfit gonna happen?
I don't remember there being a Xanth set.
Damn it!
But we also got the Cherubina head and set for female cast as well here. So that'll be, that one looks pretty nice when that comes out. Maybe later, Lord Samuel. And they're still giving out Void Urbite stones here, it looks like, for if you still need to get your Trailblazer weapon together. And then Key Rivalate is going to be at tier 30. Just another point of order here. There's probably going to be a Founder's Stone given out if you reach 700 titles, and then a second Key Rivalate at 800 titles if you happen to reach those numbers.
Also, Lord Samuel, it is not called the Void Trigger, it is called the Void Tigger.
Yep. And that became a meme this week.
Yeah. So, for anyone who doesn't know or hasn't paid close attention to that trigger name, it does not say Trigger, it says Tigger.
Indeed. So what is Disney's little mouse doing with this game? It's like, okay, where's Christopher Robin then?
Yes. And I believe there was someone on the PSO2 Reddit that did a Photoshop of putting Tigger's face onto the persona.
Yeah, that was really funny.
That was beautiful.
Let me see if I can find that real quick here.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it here as well.
Let's see.
I believe it was probably top of past week. Yeah, here we go. I found it.
Okay, yeah, put it in the Discord and I'll bring it up.
Alrighty.
Alright. And there he is.
Call the boy to Tigger.
Yeah. That was just crazy.
I can't believe they just completely missed that typo. It's hilarious.
It makes me wonder if it wasn't a typo, but rather space limitations.
Maybe? I doubt. I doubt it was a space limitation. It probably was just a typo.
It could be, yeah.
It's probably going to get fixed after the maintenance on Tuesday, but I hope it doesn't, because this is just hilarious.
I guess we'll see.
Yep.
Alright, so that was the mission pass, and now we got one more thing here going on here, which was the Episode 6 reward bundle for the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members. So with this, you're going to get the MP t-shirt for males and females. You're going to get the ski emote, which you can see back here. There's also the onion hair, which, that's an interesting hairstyle.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, I guess they have layers, don't they? You also got the Emperor Rappy chain. And then you're also going to get 3 Tokyo bonus key golds, Malevolent Void Trigger, and 100%...
No, Malevolent Void Tigger!
Well, they spell it right here.
I know!
And actually it was called the Void Tigger, not Malevolent Void.
Okay.
And you're also going to get 5 of the 100 tri-boosts as well. So that's a nice little pack to get if you're if you do already have the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
Yep.
Not worth it just for PSO2 only, but it's a nice bonus to have. It will still never be
as good as the initial pack was.
Agreed.
And I don't think it'll ever be as good as the initial pack was, purely because people abused it.
Exactly. Yeah, it was a shame that happened.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for the site updates. We had one other update here, because of the recent VTuber thing that was going on here. So they have distributed the emote 721 Turkey to all players. You just need to pick this up by January 4th, 2021.
Yep. So yeah, they had a English VTuber streaming PSO2, specifically with doing episode 1 story stuff. I watched a bit of it, about an hour of it. It was interesting. I don't remember who exactly it was. I will go to my YouTube history to see if I can find who that was.
But yeah, VTubers seem to have really been picking up as of late this year.
Oh yeah. Okay, it was Hanamachia. Yeah, she's a pretty new-ish VTuber. Has 180k subs, so decently big.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder if maybe I should try doing something like that, but I would have to find a model and somebody to help me rig it up and everything.
You're pretty much going to be GM Custom at that time, at that point, then, because that's what he does.
I think I could make something kind of unique out of it. But maybe make the cast alive, or maybe do something else. We'll have to see.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, GM. If you've watched some of GM Custom streams, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he just does the live 2D of random different characters.
Gotcha.
Even though he's very chill and has a very like low, slow voice that never fits a female character at all.
My concern with doing a cast though is that technically those are copyrighted, so I might have to go with a different character.
Yeah, it's still well. If you make it like more custom and make it your own thing, then that does fall under fair use.
I guess that's true. Yeah. All right. And one other update that we have here today, this being on the Japanese side, we've got the second anniversary for Idola going on over there, and so with that, several costumes are being brought over, as well as some, I guess, a revival on some other costumes here. We got the Helios Daira, which is basically Stratos' outfit. Mm-hmm. We've got the Katera Wind, which is for the Phantom.
Yeah, that is like the Phantom outfit that is shown on the intro of episode 6.
Yep. And then this is when we start to get into the actual Idola stuff here. So we got the Popona replica. Popona is in of herself another VTuber, I think. She's basically a character that does all the update videos for Idola.
I think so.
And then we got
Popona.
We've got Rosalind here as well, and Zola. Here's your Abiel and Stella, Jasper, one of the better attackers in that game. Mm-hmm. Here's another Stella. Windis, who is pretty good at AoE attacks, especially their Elemental Blast. Melissa, and then here are 2 outfits for Uli as well.
I know some of these characters because the little of Idola that I have played, but it's been a while since I played it. like I said, with gacha games, I just get bored of it.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
That's a good one. Once again, we got a bunch of hairstyles to go with that as well, along with some makeups and faces. Bunch of paints, it looks like, here as well. Let's see. Rosalind apparently has a rear armor. And then Stella Heresy has some wings as well as a tail. You can get your Pi Mag on if you want. And then you got a bunch of weapon camos, as well as Idola mats and posters. And then you've also got lobby actions, as well as a bunch of character voice tickets here as well.
Which we still don't have on the global side. Any of the
know,
character voices.
It's such a shame we're not getting any of those.
Yeah. I would like to have a new voice for my character, because it's getting kind of tiring just hearing the same voice lines.
Yeah, at least give us, like, the English voice character actors.
Mm-hmm. That would be nice. Like, why didn't they get Xander Mobus to do a character voice thing when they had the Persona scratch? Come on!
Yep. And then, for the scratch bonuses on this, 10 times you get the Lux Freudian, and 15 times you get the Grim Assassin. Once again, these are weapons for Hero and Phantom, respectively.
Also, 5 times you get Idola-style steak. What does that mean?
That gives you an attack boost of 200, I think.
Okay.
For 30 minutes. You can typically just purchase those just by using Idola points when you link your accounts together.
Which, yeah, sadly, that's not going to be a thing in global. That's also part of the reason why I stopped playing Idola.
Yep, I understand. Let's see, and then in terms of current emergency quests, you do have a bunch of Hatsune Miku lives going on here. So there's one for Afterburner, there's one for Snowman, and then there is also the classic featuring PSO2, the MMORPG's Addicts Anthem.
We need these in global. That's all I need to say. We need these in global, specifically the last one, the MMORPG Addicts Anthem. I mentioned to you that before in our pre-show or in our setup thing, I love that song in the Project Diva games, so much so that I've actually gotten a perfect on it.
Nice job.
I like rhythm games. I'm a music guy. I've always been a music guy.
Ever play the old DDR back in the day?
Yes. I had the Dance Dance Revolution Mario mix.
Gotcha.
Yep. And I still remember one of the voice lines the announcer says, "Everybody's watching you."
Yeah, they had a different announcer for most of the different mixes. It's still a good workout as well, so I might actually pick that up again once I finally move into a new home.
What I would recommend is getting a step pad with a USB and downloading Stepmania.
Oh yeah, that is the plan.
Yep. Since Stepmania is honestly the best way to do modern DDR nowadays.
Yep, definitely. I mean, even Konami back in the day was asking, why do you need step charts or something like that, or canonic steps. It was in one of their Max 300 mixes, I think, that they were asking that.
Oh yeah, Mitsuyoshi singing "We Are Arks" in English. That is still one of the best concerts then.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because you also got an English version of Rare Job Koi Koi, which is amazing.
Yep. And we're still getting, we are getting Kuna concerts. There was one just earlier today. Let's see, for the Japanese side, there's also a login campaign going on. So, daily login rewards get you 2 150% try boosts. And then you get a Tokyo bonus key gold for every day until you hit day number 7, at which point you get a rainbow key that is valid until December 15th, so still plenty of time to get in on that. There's also a quest link boost going on. Get your points from Divide Quest, and that boosts up Morning of Demise, Primordial Glare from the Void, Requiem of the Spectre's Grudge, and Incarnation of Knowledge. And then there is a second item get campaign going on, which basically gives you a bunch of boosters. Clearing a Divide Quest step 31 to 35 2 times gets you 2 ability transfer passes. Sage Crests are their typical assortment of things, and that's probably something we're going to be seeing with Global as well soon. The introduction of the crests, which you technically have been able to collect for a while, the hero quests, through the Profound Darkness urgent quest. Or rather, through its trigger.
Wait, there are Sage Crests coming out already?
Hero Crests, actually.
Oh, the Hero Crest. Okay. I need to check to see if I have any of them, because I did one of the triggers. I'm sorry, Tigger.
We'll have to see how long that lasts for, I guess.
Yep.
And then you've got a special price on Premium, 1,000 AC for, looks like 30 days of Premium, so that's a nice little discount there.
Mm-hmm.
AC Shop Bargain. Character storage expansion, 50 slots there for 600 AC. I think that's typically 800, so that's a nice little discount.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is actually the same site that we saw earlier on Global. The recommended starter set.
Yep.
But I don't think this Experience and RDR rare set is worth it.
Nah. That is just way too expensive for stuff that's honestly pretty meaningless boosts. Because even if you have those like super boost, you're probably still never going to get the weapon that you actually want.
Right. But what can we say? That's pretty much for the whales out there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you still got And then you still got all your secret phrases from Pusoni. That has been, of course, been over for a little while now here, but these phrases are still valid. Put them in, and before March 31st, and you're going to get Pusoni Memory 3s. And then, in terms of patch notes, this was the update where they increased the level cap to 100. So, yeah,
They are now at 100, and people are already showing off some crazy damage with level 100.
Yep. Yeah, even with the space-time quest, the new ultimate, that's they're getting some decent damage out on that. I went through a single death on that, and it actually took me a long time to get it down. I think it was like 14 minutes 30 seconds. And the only reason for that is I really haven't done anything new with the units or weapons. I don't have my Crest weapon or units at this point. That's probably what would make that go a lot faster for me. But in general, Hunter at 12, it's good on damage, but it's still slower than other classes. It's not able to do like 5 ticks of 30,000 damage every single second. It's like we need to wind up our attacks and things like that.
Yeah, Phantom can just deal some stupid damage. Like, whenever it's charging up a technique, it goes into, like, that top spinning thing. And then it charges up techniques extremely quickly.
Yep. Yeah, Phantom Phantom has always been good at getting techniques off, just because I think it has one ability where if you put, I think it's 10 points into it, it reduces the charging time on techniques down to 50%.
Yep. It does reduce the power of techniques, but it's very small compared to the payoff that you get.
Yeah, I think it's like a 70% damage reduction for a 50% time reduction in terms of charging. So it's definitely worth it.
It's like the Harquick on PSU, where it reduces your technique power by 300, but increases your tech speed by 300%.
Yep.
Yeah. Gonna be a lot to do in these 2 weeks.
Yep, definitely. And Xander, yeah, it's going to be a long couple of weeks, but it's at the same time we're gonna get a lot of stuff immediately here. So it's not like we'll be hurting for content. It's once we start to get into the real I guess dirt of episode 6, starting with story with what I'm saying, December 23rd, and story chapter 2. That's when we're really going to start to see the longer stretches of content here. Whereby up until now we've been getting new content basically every single week on Global. Now it's likely going to turn into every 2 weeks we're going to be seeing new content.
Yes, start to slow it back down since we are getting close to being in parity with JP.
Exactly. But yeah, that's...
Tanking's not really a big thing in PSO2. Just mainly want to just do damage.
Pretty much, yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Xander. December 19th is when we've got that new Genesis announcement thing happening.
So yeah, we got 2 weeks. Yeah, it's going to be a long 2 weeks to wait for that.
Yep. And it's that's going to be only 2 days before the anniversary of Phantasy Star Online, the 20th anniversary. So we'll see if they're going to be dropping a surprise beta on us at that point.
And you know that us two are going to be instant in signing up for that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Unless it's just open to everybody.
Yeah, but it might be like how it was for the open beta for PSO2 on NA, which was you need to sign up for the open beta, which anyone could sign up for it.
It could be, but I'm also thinking back to Phantasy Star Universe, in whereby they did an open beta for every player that was in Phantasy Star Universe on the Japanese side. They just got like what was it? I think like 3 or 4 days worth of gameplay of Ambition of the Illuminous, specifically the Ragol area, the forest. I think they were able to just play that for like 3 or 4 days, and then they took it away until the game actually released.
Yeah, we'll see. It would be interesting if we got a beta release.
Yep.
Especially to test the new servers that they're probably going to be using, or test the integration between PSO2 and New Genesis.
Yep, it's going to be a big question how they're going to handle everything. We don't know if they're going to be combining all the ships into a single ship for this, or if they're going to keep things separated. But I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to be saying on the 19th. I'm hoping for a beta announcement. I'm hoping for maybe they'll finally be able to show us some of those graphical updates.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
And maybe a little bit of the story as well would be nice as well. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I had here for today. Did you have anything else, Xance?
Nope, that's all I have as well.
Alright. Well then, with that said, that brings us to the end of this episode. On behalf of Xance and myself, thank you for joining us today. Day has dawned. Have a great day, everyone.
Johnny.